revival.
But we are saying we are fasting.
Netugamba tusiiba.
But still at lunchtime we eat something.
Ate ku lunch obaako k'osuulayo.
Then in the supper we eat
Era
something.
n'ekiro n'osuulayo
We say
akantu.
we are doing terminating fasting.
Tugamba tulina engeri
Tulinga abasala weight.
as if we are just cutting
Omusajja
weight.
yasiiba omwaka mulamba
Man fasted for a whole
kubanga
year
yawulidde
because he
obunnabbi
had heard the prophecy.
n'agamba nteekwa
And he
kiraba
said, I must see it.
ate ye yasiiba
And he fasted.
si Katonda gwe yakozesa
And the one that fasted is not the one
ye
that
we
got used.
n'asiiba omwaka mulamba.
He fasted for a whole year.
Katonda ate yakozesa muvubuka gwe baali bayita William
But
Sima.
God used another young man called William
William Sima
Seymour.
yafuna ennyonta etali ya bulijjo
William Seymour got an unusual
nga
thirst.
kyanoonyeza Mukama kiri
And the only reason he was seeking
kufuga
God
mwoyo we.
was to pour out his spirit.
Abamu tujja okusaba.
Some of us come to pray.
Waliwo obunnabbi ffenna bwe
There are
tumanyi.
all prophecies that we
Nye
all know.
tukyajja tusabira mmotoka.
But as we come, we're praying for
Tujja
a car.
tukyasabira
As
renti.
we come, we're praying for rain.
Bye bino ebiseera
These are the
where
times
we seek the face of
where
God,
tunoonyesa obwenyi bwa
where we
Katonda.
seek the kingdom of God,
Tunoonyesa obwakabaka bwa
and the rest
Katonda.
shall be added unto
Ebirala
us.
binaatugattibwako.
Amaaso ga Mukama gali mu kunoonya.
The eyes of God are seeking.
Abooluganda Katonda anoonya.
God is seeking.
I had a dream yesterday.
Nafunye ekirooto kyo.
When I saw angels in the dream,
Bwe nalaba malayika mu kirooto.
they were coming down like that. Put a rope from heaven to down.
Nga bataddewo omuguwa okuva mu ggulu okukansi nga bakka bwe
Kati nga
bati.
malayika zonna ezikka.
And all angels that were coming,
Sidduka nga buli awe basumula abasirikale abanoonya omulabe.
they were running like the way they release policemen looking
Naye
for.
kino ekiseera babadde tebanoonya mulabe.
But this time they were not looking for an
Babadde
enemy.
banoonya omusajja.
They were seeking for a man,
Babadde banoonya omukyala.
seeking for a woman
Ali awo akaabirira Mukama.
that is crying out
Agamba
to
nti
God,
Mukama revival.
saying, God revival,
Mukama
God
revival.
revival.
But what I saw,
Naye kye nalabye
all people were sleeping.
ng'abantu bonna beebase.
We are saying we are waiting for revival,
Tugamba tulindirira revival,
but we are sleeping.
naye twebase.
I got out of the vision crying.
Navudde mu kwolesebwa kuno nga nkaaba.
I was crying.
Nga nkaaba.
We are saying we are expectant,
Tugamba tulindirira.
but we are not doing anything to show
Naye tetulina kye tukole
that we
ekiraga
are ready to receive.
nti twetegese okufuna.
Where are the men and women?
Baliwo abasajja n'abakazi.
Where are those people
Abantu abalinga abo
today who are saying,
abagamba
I'm
leero
going to seek your face.
ngenda kunoonya obwenyi bwo.
I'm going to seek your face.
Ngenda kunoonya obwenyi bwo.
Today what is happening?
Leero ekigenda
Everyone
maaso.
is interpreting a revival.
Buli omu afunula
How
revival.
it's going to be
Engeri kyegenda okubeera
depending on the way they want.
okusinziira ku ngeri kye baagala.
People don't want things which get them out of comfort.
Abantu tebaagala bibajjawo we beekuumira.
Era abamu bagamba
Some are saying
tetwetaaga kusiiba.
we don't need to fast.
Katonda bw'aba agenda kujja
If God is to come,
tulye emmere yaffe
let
tulindirire.
us eat as we wait.
Abooluganda bwe tuba twagala okulaba
Brethren, if we
revival,
want to see a
waliwo
revival,
ebintu bye tugenda okuvaako.
there are certain things we are going to leave.
Emmere tugenda
We
gikendeeza.
are going to leave food.
N'otulo tugenda tukendeeza.
Quit sleeping.
Waliwo ensonga
There is a reason
nti biseera bino
that in such a time as this,
eggwanga lwe ligguddwa
that is when they have opened up the nation fully.
wateekwa okubaawo
There's
ensonga
got to be a reason.
lwaki baliggudde kati
Why have we been
era
opened
wagenda
now?
kubaawo abatava mu buliri
There are
bwabwe
people who are not going to leave their bed.
abantu baagala obuliri bwabwe
People love their bed so
abantu
much.
baagala comfort
People love
naye
comfort.
katonda anoonya omusajja
But the Lord is
n'omukyala
seeking for a man and woman
abagenda oyimirira mu mulembe
that are
guno
going to stand in this generation.
bagambe sikaatulo
They will say not
ngenda
for sleep.
kulindirira
I'm
mukama
going to wait upon the
paka
Lord
we nnaamulaba
until I see him.
twagala nnyo okwezzaamu amaanyi
We always want to encourage ourselves.
kubanga olina ekizibu n'okusiiba
Also have a problem with fasting.
mukiraba
You see now,
mukama bw'aba wakkola
if God is to work,
akusanga naawe ng'oli mu buliri
He
bwo.
can even find you in your bed.
When a son was born,
Omwana we yazaalibwa,
baali bawandiika
they had written
waliwo obunnabbi
There was a prophecy.
the Messiah shall be born.
Nti Masiya alisaalibwa.
And the wise men,
Era abasajja
when they
abagezigezi
got to know,
bwe bakitegeera,
when they studied the
bwe
seasons,
batandika ebiro ebyo,
batambula
they walked
nga banoonya
seeking
emmunyeenye
where the star.
nga ke kabonero
And that was the sign
okusobola okutuuka
to get
awo omwana
to where the son
we yali azaaliddwa.
had been born.
We yali azaaliddwa.
He had been
The
born.
Lord spoke to me and said,
Mukama yayogedde nange n'aŋŋamba,
the same thing which was in Azusa,
ekintu kye kimanyi
it's
kyali
the
mu
same
Azusa,
thing which is going to happen in Uganda.
ekintu kye kimanyi kigenda obeera mu Uganda.
It's the same thing which is going to happen in Uganda.
Ekintu kye kimanyi kigenda obeera mu
It's
Uganda.
going to begin with a small prayer meeting.
Kigenda kutandikira mu prayer meeting
I don't
obutono.
know if it's beginning from here,
Simanyi oba kitandikira
but
wano.
it's going to be small.
Naye kigenda kubeera
And
kitono.
the Spirit of God
Era omwoyo wa
is going
Katonda
to come down.
agenda kukka.
It will grow
Kinaakula.
and it will end into the fields.
Kinaakomera mu bisaawe.
Naye Katonda kyagala mu biseera bino yaŋŋambye ayagala exchange.
God told me he wants an exchange in this season.
Tumuwe ebyaffe
We give him what is ours,
akole ebibye.
that he will do whatever is.
If we get to the point
Bwe tunaatuuka ku ssa,
ffenna ne tugamba,
and we all say,
Lord, it's all about you.
kiri ku ggwe Mukama,
It's all about you.
kiri ku ggwe.
Katonda akyali ku search.
God is still searching.
Is still on the search.
Akyano.
Yita mu ye.
Now through this person,
Revival esobola ozaalibwa
the
mu
revival
ggwanga.
can be born in this nation.
The search is going on.
Okunoonya kukyagenda maaso.
The search is going on.
Okunoonya kukyagenda
The
maaso.
search is going on.
Okunoonya kukyagenda
David
maaso.
says, I will not give my eyes sleep.
Dawudi yagamba nti sijja kuwaayo maaso gange.
Let me read it. Psalms 132,
Zabbuli 132
verses 4.
n'olunyiriro lw'okuna.
David says, I will not give sleep to my eyes,
Nti sijja kuwa maaso gange tulo,
or slumber to my eyelids.
newankubadde okukkiriza
Bye
okusumagira.
bino ebiseera abooluganda.
These are the times, brethren.
Bye bino ebiseera
These are the
Dawudi
times
bye yali ayogerako
that David was speaking
nti
about.
amaaso gange
That mine eyes,
sigenda gaganya
I will
kwebaka.
not allow them to sleep.
Lwaki waliwo okulindirira?
Because there is a waiting.
Biseera bya kulindirira Mukama.
There is a waiting of God.
Abamulindirira bamulaba.
Those that wait on him will see
Agamba
him.
njagala
He
abanjagala.
says, I love those that love me.
N'abanyiikira okunnoonya
Those that seek me early,
nabo bandaba.
they will see me.
Abooluganda waliwo
There
okunyiikira.
is a diligence here.
Waliwo
There
okunyiikira.
is a diligence
Waliwo
here.
kye neesunga
There's
okulaba.
something I'm expectant about.
Tujje wano nga tukuŋŋaanye.
That will come gathered here.
Nga tuli batonotono.
We are just a few in number.
Mwoyo wa Mukama
And the
atusibirewo.
Spirit of God will lock us in here.
Mwe abasinza obudde tulabe.
You who worship Him will see you.
Tubeerewo paka
That will
nkya.
stay here until tomorrow.
Anti mwoyo mutukuvu
The Holy
revival.
Spirit, the revival.
Revival is an
The
interrupter.
revival is an interrupter.
Akyusakyusa
He
program.
changes programs,
Era
interrupts them
njagala
whenever he wants.
obabuulira abooluganda. Njagala
I
obbategeeza.
want to tell you, brethren,
Buli lw'ojja
whenever you come,
jangu ng'ozze kusisinkana Mukama.
come ready to meet
Tojja
God.
kubeera mu saavisi.
Don't come just for service.
Jangu ng'ogamba gye kiggweera.
Come and say whenever it will end.
Yonna gye kiggweera.
That's where it will end.
I'm ending my fast on Sunday.
Okusiba kwange nkomereza ku Sunday.
I will have made 137
Nja kuba mpezezza ennaku 137
on liquid.
nga ndi ku byakunywa.
But I've been so worried.
Naye mbadde era ndi mwetegefu.
I've been so worried.
Mbadde ndi mweraliikirivu.
And I'm thinking, God, now when I end this fast, what is going to, am I not going to become so busy? Like am I not going to become so busy for the ministry instead of keeping at your feet?
Nga ngamba nti we naava mu kifo kino sigenda kufuuka bize nnyo mu buweereza mbadde nkyayagala okutuula ku bigere byawo.
Luli nali ndowooza tewali kitambula nga siriiwo.
I used to think nothing would move on without me.
I've just come to understand
Ntegedde butegeezi kati
that I'm just a steward.
nti nze ndi muwanika
With me or without me,
oba wendi oba
the
siriiwo
work of God will continue.
omulimu gwa Katonda gugenda mu
How
maaso.
many of us today
Bameka ku ffe
think
leero
that if you're not
nga
there,
mulowooza nti oba toliiwo
things will not move?
ebintu tebijja kutambula.
I had a story
ne mpulira olugero
I had heard a story
nali
before
mpulidde ku lugero emabegako
where Benny Hinn was saying
Benny Hinn we yagamba
there is someone who had a sick sister in Mexico.
nti waliwo omuntu eyalina sista we nga mulwadde mu Mexico.
Very rich man in Mexico.
Sajja mugagga nnyo mu Mexico.
So he reached out to Benny Hinn.
N'akubira Benny Hinn essimu.
So he flew Benny Hinn to Mexico
N'aleeta Benny Hinn
to
mu
pray
Mexico.
for the sister who had gotten an accident.
Asabire sista we yali afunye accident.
So she was on the wheelchair
Yali ku kaggaali
for about 2 years.
okumala emyaka ng'ebiri.
So when he got to know about the ministry of Benny Hinn,
Kati bwe yamanya ku buweereza bwa Benny Hinn.
he said, I can fly in this man.
Naga musajja ono nsobola musasula tiketi
Benny Hinn
n'abuuka
says
n'ajja.
when he got into the room where the woman
Benny
is,
Hinn agamba we yayingira mu kasenge we mukyala we yali.
the atmosphere was totally different from other rooms.
Embeera eyali awo yali ya njawulo nnyo okusinziira ku
That
bawala
the
bwe
woman
bali.
told Benny Hinn, please Benny,
Omukyala n'agamba Benny Hinn owaaye Benny Hinn.
because for her she had been saved for a long time.
Kubanga ye
She had been saved for a long time.
yali mulokole okumala ebbanga ppanvu.
She told him, Benny,
N'amugamba Benny Hinn.
please don't pray for me to get out of the wheelchair.
Kwegayiridde tonsabira kuva mu kagaali kano.
Because when I get out of the wheelchair,
Kubanga bwe naava mu kagaali
I'm going to become busy again.
ngenda kuddamu era nfuuke busy.
And I'll miss the presence.
Era nja kusuuba okubeerawo
He
kwe.
said, I'm enjoying the presence.
Naga nze ndi wano nyumirwa
Now
okubeerawo
I
kwa
know
Katonda.
that this time my friend is showing up.
Kati mmanyi nti kaseera kano mukwano gwange ajja.
This time is showing up.
Ajja mukwano
Do
gwange.
you know that many of us,
Okimanyi nti bangi ku ffe
we are doing ministry,
tukola obuweereza
but we have no time for God?
naye ate tetulina budde bwa
I
Katonda.
had lost time for God.
Obudde bwa Katonda nga
I
tobuyize.
had lost time for
Nali
God.
sikyalina budde bwa Katonda
I was busy.
nga ndi bize.
People are crying and you want to help everyone.
Abantu nga njagala kuyamba buli kinoomu.
And I loved so much my gifting.
Ekirabo kyange nkyagala nnyo nnyini
You
ddala.
go to a person and you give a word of knowledge.
Ogenda eri omuntu n'omuwa ekigambo
And
ky'okumanya.
people say, man, you're deep.
Abantu ne bagamba gwe oli buziba.
I did not know
Nga simanyi
that I was losing something.
nti nina kye nali
I
nsuwa.
was losing that
Nina
place
kye nali nfiirwa ekifo ekyo
of being at his feet.
eky'okubeera ku bigere bye.
And it's all about him.
Era nga kiri ku ye yekka.
And it's in this season
Era mu biro bino
where I have surrendered all
bwe mpeereddayo byonna
that I have seen God
era ndabye
in
Katonda
a way I have never
mu
seen
ngeri
him.
gye simulabangako.
This is the first season
Bino bye biro bisoose.
where someone comes to me and says,
Omuntu wajja n'agamba
God instructed us to build a house.
Katonda yatulagidde tukuzimbire
This
ennyumba.
is the first time.
Bino bye biseera ebisoose.
Someone reaches out to me
Omuntu wajja gye ndi
and he says,
n'aŋŋamba
olina kye weetaaga e Bungereza tumanyi okirina.
you need something, we know you really need something from the UK.
Nengezaako okugaana.
I try to refuse.
Ne nga kale neetaaga essimu.
I say, okay, I need a phone.
N'abuuza weetaaga simu
Ask
ki?
what kind of phone do you
Ne nga
want?
nkwata iPhone.
I say, I want an iPhone.
N'aŋŋamba iPhone
He
ki?
said, what kind of iPhone?
Ne nga kale 11
iPhone 11.
nga mmaze okubalamu omuwendo.
After calculating the price,
N'agamba nze mbirabye esinga obulungi
he says,
eriko
I've seen the best that is therein.
13 Pro Max.
13 Pro Max.
Mu ddakiika 5 n'asindika risiiti n'agamba ngisasudde.
In 5 minutes, they send a receipt and say, I've paid for the phone.
Kati nazudde
Now
ekyama.
I found the secret.
Ekyama tekiri how long I pray for things.
The secret is not in
The
way
secret
kanachi
is
wensabire
about
ebintu.
the secret place.
Naye ekintu kiri ku kyama
When I
ekyekyama.
keep in that secret
Bwe
place,
neekuumira mu kifo ekyekyama.
oh, I've also learned
Era njagadde nnyo
that in the secret place,
ti mu kifo ekyekyama
people look for you.
abantu bakunoonya.
Bw'oganya ekifo ekyekyama,
When you go in the secret place,
abantu bakunoonya.
people look for you.
It was the first time
Gwe mulundi ogusoose
okulaba abantu ne babuuka okuva e Bungereza okujja mu Terovas abawera abataano.
to see 5 people flying from the UK coming for 12 hours.
Ng'owa wano yali busy.
And someone who was here was busy.
Asabira wano yali busy.
People who fellowship from here were
But
busy.
someone flew from United
Naye
Kingdom.
oli n'alinnya ennyonyi okuva e UK.
And after the 12 hours of prayer,
Era 12 hours prayer nga ziwedde.
n'addayo.
They fly back.
Waliwo ekintu ekiri okuzaalibwa wano.
There's something that it must be born
And
here.
it's not about any person.
Tekiri ku muntu yenna.
It's not about me.
Tekiri ku nse.
It's about him.
Kiri ku
He
ye.
just chose this place.
Yasalawo n'alonda ekifo kye.
So the star
Emmunyeenye
is up here.
eri waggulu wano.
The world
ensi
is about
enaatera
to look for the star.
okunoonya emunyenye.
The world
Ensi
is about
enaatera
to look for the star.
okunoonya emunyenye.
Mukama yaŋŋamba
The Lord told me
kino ekiwonvu akironze.
that He has chosen this valley.
The problem has been us here.
Ekizibu kibadde ku ffe wano.
Va mu bwenzi tobuvaamu.
Quit fornication, you are refusing.
Va mu bubbi tobuvaamu.
Stop stealing, you are still stealing.
Abooluganda
Brethren,
ffenna bwe tunaamalirira
if we all
ne
purpose
tugamba guno omubiri
and we set this body,
tegukyanfuga
it cannot reign
nzaasalawo
over
ddi
me.
lwe
I
ngwebasa.
design when to sleep.
Hey.
Aha.
Hey.
Shatakata.
Hey.
Imbradeseta.
Hey.
Rakashataya.
ogwange tegukyanfuga.
My body does no longer rule
kati
over me.
olumu nguwayo essaawa bbiri.
Sometimes I give it 2 hours.
leero nagwaddeyo essaawa bbiri
Today I
ekiro.
gave it 2 hours only.
nze ali in charge.
I am in charge.
luli gwanfuganga.
But my body used to reign over me.
gwanfuga.
It used to reign.
naye kati
But now,
I'm in charge.
nze nfuga.
I'm in control.
Nze nfuga.
We must get to the place
Tulina
where
okukekana
we are
kifo
in
kiri.
charge
Nga ffe tufuga.
of our bodies.
Nga ffe tufuga emibiri gyaffe.
When the spirit man
Omuntu ow'omwoyo
is in charge,
yafuga.
is in charge,
Yafuga.
is in charge.
Yafuga.
We are getting to a season
Tuyingira mu biro
of miracles.
eby'ebyamagero.
Of miracles.
Eby'ebyamagero.
Because some people,
Kubanga abantu abamu
to come to God,
okujja eri Katonda
need miracles.
beetaaga byamagero.
Huh?
Eh,
Huh?
eh.
I remember yesterday, today morning, I remember
Nzijukidde enkya ya leero.
I talked to Mzee Kasoza and Elder Paul
Nayogerako ne Muzeeyi Kasozi ne Mukadde Paul.
about someone in the government. I had seen something chasing her,
Omuntu omu mu gavumenti nali ndabye ekintu ekimugoba
and another man of God.
n'omusajja wa Katonda omulala.
So Elder Paul tries to reach out,
Kati Mukadde Pawulo agezaako okutuukirira omuntu ono.
and the people around her made it so impossible.
Era abantu abamwetoolodde ne bakifuula ekizibu.
So when it was this morning,
Kati enkya ya leero
it was Kavuma Stephen who was telling me about what is happening,
Stephen Kavuma yabadde ambuulira ebigenda mu maaso.
and he told me that person was replaced. They put, in other words, was fired.
N'aŋŋamba nti omuntu oyo baamugobye.
The Lord is putting answers and solutions to this place.
Mukama ateeka ebyokuddamu mu kifo kino.
Katonda ateeka ekyokuddamu mu kifo kino.
God is putting answers and solutions
Ngambye
in this
Katonda
place.
ateeka ekyokuddamu mu kifo kino.
God is putting answers and solutions in this place.
Anti mwe mwamanyira bazaamu manyi, si bazaamu manyi.
You are used to being encouraged,
Mbagambye
but this is not it this time.
ndagula kati.
I'm prophesying.
Katonda ateeka ekyokuddamu mu kifo kino.
God is putting answers in this place.
The star is here.
Emunyenye eri wano.
The star is here.
Emunyenye eri wano.
The star is here.
Emunyenye eri wano.
The star is here.
Emunyenye eri
The
wano.
star is here.
Emunyenye eri wano.
And the child to be born
Era omwana anazaalibwa.
is going to be born through you.
Agenda kuzaalibwa okuyita mu ggwe.
You are going to be a carrier of God's presence.
Ogenda kubeera omuntu eyeetikka
Waliwo
okubeera
wano
Katonda.
abantu mulabika nga
There are
abatono.
people here you look
Ne wano
small.
mu kyaki toyina kakisa kalinnya katuuti.
Even in church nobody allows you to step
Ebiro
on the pulpit.
bituuse.
But the time has come.
Ebiro bituuse.
Time has come.
Ngambye ebiro bituuse.
Time is here.
Ogenda kuva
You are
wano.
going to leave this place.
Ogende bagambeyo gwe bulijjo gwe
And you will
tulinda.
go and they'll say, we have been waiting for you.
Hey, ay, ay,
Ah,
Hey, ay, ay.
Shakara Baba.
Hey, ay, ay.
Rekesete.
Hey, ay, ay.
Manderi Brosa.
Hey, ay, ay.
Waka Brodesete.
Ndaba bamalayika
I see the angels.
nga bangi
Many angels
bagenda mu bifo eby'enjawulo.
going to different places.
Owooluganda
Brethren,
tuyingidde mu biro.
we have come to a place.
Bwe waba ng'aliwo ekikulemesa olaba Mukama.
If there is something that is stopping you from seeing God,
Tova mu saaviisi
don't leave this service
paka nga weeyaze mu maaso
until you prostrate
n'ogamba
before
all I surrender
and
to
you say,
God.
you're not bewayere Mukama.
All I surrender to
You're not
God.
bewayere Mukama.
Tuli mu biro
We are in the place.
ebizibu ennyo.
Very difficult season.
Bulijjo okwonoona
Every day sinning,
ng'osobola okwonoona n'obeerawo.
you are able to sin and you live.
Tuyingidde mu biro
But we have come to a place
tugenda kulaba
where
abooluganda
we are going to see brethren
nga batufaako
dying
kulemera mu kibi.
because of keeping in sin.
tuyingidde mbirabo oluganda.
We are at that point, brethren.
Ekibi.
Sin is sin.
Ekibi.
Sin is sin.
Katonda akomyawo ekkanisa.
God is bringing back the church.
Katonda azza bujja ekkanisa.
God is reviving the church.
Kyemulaba ekigenda maaso.
What you're seeing going
Ku
on.
musajja wa Katonda omu.
And one of the man of God.
N'ayimuka n'avaayo n'ayogerera obufumbo bwe obwokubiri.
He stands up and tries to speak on
Katonda
behalf of
yali
the second marriage.
aŋŋamba.
God told me
Ekituuse ku Oluganda.
what has happened to that
Kyekiri
brethren.
makanisa agasinga.
So what is happening in many churches.
Abasajja ba Katonda.
Men of God.
Abamu bapangisiza ne bakyala baabwe abalala.
Some of them even rented
Bali mu
houses for their
bakyala
other
basatu.
concubines. They have 3 wives.
Kati Katonda akyali mu kukola.
And now what God is doing,
He wanted to expose the church.
ayagala kwanika
He
ekkanisa.
wanted to expose what is going on in
Ayagala
the church.
kwanika ekigenda maaso mu kanisa.
Mwetegeke owooluganda ajja kufukamira oyo yeenenye.
Prepare that brethren will kneel down and
Ajja
repent.
kuyimuka yeenenye.
He will come back and repent.
Kuba Katonda akyali mu kukola.
Just like what the Lord is doing.
He's exposing
Ayanika
the entire body.
omubiri gwonna.
Sajja ba Katonda bayimirira ne boogera Mukama ku butuuti.
Men of God stand and speak for God on the pulpit.
Naye ng'eri bye balimu.
But what they're doing behind,
Mu kanisa busisita babulinamu obwana mukaaga.
they have about 6 children in the sisters in church.
Tebakyabuulira ku kibi.
They no longer preach about sin
Kubanga kiri kitundu ku bo.
because it is part of them.
Abooluganda,
Brethren,
taimu yaffe y'okubuulira ekibi yavuddwewo.
our time of preaching for sin is
Presence ya
good.
Katonda egenda salira.
The presence of God is going to judge.
Osalawo otambule ne Mukama
You either choose to walk with the Lord
oba ogende judgment ejje.
or you will go and judgment will come.
Abooluganda twesortinge.
We need to sort out
The kingdom
ourselves.
of God is at hand.
Bwakabaka wa Katonda bulindiridde.
Ekisuubizo Katonda kye yatukolera
The promise that the Lord gave us
mu Yoweeri 2
in Joel 2.
that he will pour his spirit on all the flesh.
Ky'anaafukumula omwoyo we ku bonna abalina omubiri.
On all the flesh.
Bonna abalina omubiri.
Even animals have flesh, right?
N'ensolo zirina omubiri si we guli.
Even pigs have the flesh, right?
N'obubizzi obwo bwe mulaba bulina
Kati
omubiri.
tuyingidde mbiro.
We have come to a place.
Ogenda kulaba n'embizzi ng'eri mwoyo. Hey. Ogenda kulya pooko gwe
You eat pork.
ng'otambulira mu kibi.
As you're walking in sin,
Oddeyo pooko ekwogereremu.
and you go and the pork will say,
Kale naawe ondidde.
why have you eaten me?
Abalala baalindidde.
Others would have eaten me.
Naawe ondidde.
But you have also eaten me.
Buli ekirina obulamu
Whatever has life
kigenda kufuna omwoyo.
is going to receive the Spirit. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
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 Hallelujah. Prayer must become our lifestyle.
Okusaba kulina okufuuka embeera yaffe ey'obulamu.
How can we be waiting for revival
Tuyinza tutya okulindirira revival
when we pray only when we come to church?
nga tusaba lwe tuzze ku
Then
kanisa
we say we are waiting for revival.
tugamba tulindiridde revival.
Muslims pray 5 times a day.
Abasiraamu basaba emirundi 5 olunaku.
Hindus pray 3 times a day.
Abahindu basaba emirundi 3 olunaku.
How many times do you pray?
Gw'osaba emeka?
You're claiming a revival. How many times do you pray?
Olindiridde revival osaba emirundi emeka?
Every time you get a chance to pray,
Buli lwofuna akaseera okusaba.
God give me a boda boda.
Mukama bompaayo ka boda
Mukama,
boda.
when you give me a boda boda,
Lompaayo ka boda boda.
Katonda byakutegekedde.
Yet what God has given
Binene
for you,
okusinga boda
they
boda.
are much bigger than a boda boda.
Va ku bya boda boda.
Quit the boda boda prayer.
Noonya obwenyi bwa Katonda.
Seek the face of God.
Nze kati kyenjagala kimu.
There's only one thing I need.
To be a revelation.
Okubeera ekyo okwolesebwa.
To be a revelation.
Nze mbeera
That
okwolesebwa.
when you look at me,
Nga bw'ontunuulira bw'oti.
you say revelation about God.
Olaba kwolesebwa
That
Katonda.
when I pass by you,
Bwe nkuyitako bwe
you get your own revelation.
bw'ofuna okwolesebwa kwa Katonda.
In the Old Testament,
mu ndagaano enkadde
Moses, when he had an encounter with the burning bush,
musa bwe yamala okusinkana ekisaka
he
ekyali
got a revelation of God
n'afuna okwolesebwa kwa
that
katonda
is a consuming fire.
ti ye katonda omuliro gwokya
After the encounter,
ng'amaze
nze
okumusinkana.
njagala ezo zonna
So I
revelation.
want all those revelations.
Nga bw'oyogera omuliro,
Now when you speak of the fire,
gamba wuuyo.
you'll say he's there.
Buli ky'oyogera
Whatever you talk about,
nga am the carrier.
nga nze mbisitula.
Mwe ebirala musabire.
You pray for others.
Nze nabirese.
Me have left those
Kye
things.
njagala kimu.
I know one thing I
Mukama,
want.
make me a revelation.
Mukama nfuule ekyokwolesebwa.
Make me a revelation.
Nfuule okwolesebwa.
That everyone shall know
Ti buli mwana
that
amanya.
Jesus is the same
Yesu
yesterday,
y'omuggyo.
today and
Leero
forever.
n'emirembe kyonna.
Look at that young man.
Tunuulira omuvubuka oyo omuto.
Imagine if I came
Teebereza
as a
sinansize
revelation and
ng'okwolesebwa.
I put my hand
Ne muteekako
on that
omukono.
young man's head
Ne muteekako
and he
omukono
goes
omuvubuka oyo.
back when he's completely okay.
N'addayo ng'ateredde.
Twetaaga okwonoona ssente mu crusade.
Do we need to spend money on the crusade?
Tezeetaagisa.
It doesn't need
Singa
that.
abavubuka 5 muffe wano,
If 50 of the youths here
desperately with purpose
nga tusalawo
to seek
n'okuyagayaga
the face of God,
tunoonya obwenyi bwa
we
Katonda,
say whether we have what to eat or not.
ebyokulya oba biri oba tewali,
Kasita wano waliwo taapu
as
y'amazzi.
long as there is a tap here,
Ekkanisa
the church
bazigudde.
is now open.
Ebyange mbireeta mu
I'm
kkanisa.
bringing what my
Genda
own to the
kusula
church.
wano osabe
I'm going to sleep here
paka
praying
we naalaba Yesu
until I
maasa.
see Jesus.
Nga tetunoonya Katonda
We
lwa
are not
rain.
singing the God of rain,
Tetunoonya Katonda lwakuba
not
batukyaye.
seeking God because we are being charged.
Omanyi Musumba tuli mu mulembe.
You know, Pastor, we are in a generation.
Bw'olaba omuwala asaba ennyo,
When you say a young girl praying a
asiba
lot,
talekeraawo.
and they are fasting without ending,
Bamukyaye
they are being heartbroken,
oba teri amuwasa.
or there's nobody that is asking them for marriage.
Oyo n'ekyenda akisiiba.
That one can even go 90 days.
Kati ate omulenzi
A boy,
bwe ziba ssente zibuze
if they don't have money,
nga talinaamu ssente,
if they don't have money on them,
tebava ku kkanisa.
they won't leave the church.
Batambula basaba mu nnimi.
They walk praying in tongues.
Musigemu emitwalo 5
Just give him 50,000
oba anaasigalawo.
and you see if he will remain
Musumba
there.
bwe tuba twagala okugezesa abantu bano baddala bali mu kunoonya
We
Mukama.
want to see if these people are really seeking God.
Jangu eri gaaya ali wano atavaawo nti asaba.
Come unto a guy who says he's
Jangu
praying
n'obwebiribiri bwo
Come
ebiri
with your 20 notes,
genda ng'obasigamu.
20,000 notes showing money in them.
Munaazibiranga ekkanisa nkalu.
By the end of the day, the church will be empty.
Kubanga tetuli mu kunoonya Katonda.
Because we're not seeking God.
Abooluganda tuli mu kunoonya
We're
byaffe.
seeking our own
Naye
stuff.
bwe tunaasalawo
But if we
ne
purpose
tunoonya Katonda,
seek God,
agenda kulabika.
He's going to be seen.
Guno omwaka tuli kumpi
This year He's so nice,
okusinga emyaka gyonna.
more than any other
Ku
years.
ky'obeera mu nsi,
Ever since you
guno
lived,
omwaka Katonda ali kumpi
this year God is
nnyo.
so nice.
Ali kumpi nnyo.
He's so nice.
Olaba bino ku mbaga bye bagamba bye bazanya weekweka enkukwekule. Omugole ne yeekweka ate yeekweka mabega wa muti guno wonna we mulaba. Kati ne Katonda kwekwekweka kwalimu. Okwekweka kwe
The kind of hide and seek that God is playing.
ali wano bw'ati.
He's hiding so near.
Makirigeyo nkwekula.
Now you find me.
Makirigeyo nkwekula.
You come and find me.
Katonda bw'ati bw'ali.
This is
Makirigeyo
how God
nkwekula.
is. You find me.
Makirigeyo nkwekula.
You find me.
I'm here not for but Makirigeyo is distracted.
Siri wala naye Makirigeyo alina ebimutwala.
I'm here, he's pretending that he's looking for me.
Siri wala naye yebuzabuza nti anoonya.
But you see, he's busy on the phone.
Naye ali bize ku simu
Tuli
ye.
mulembe we tujja nti tuzze kunoonya
We are in a
Mukama.
generation where we come seeking for
Obudde
God.
ne tubumala ku WhatsApp.
We spend a lot of time on WhatsApp.
Obudde ne tubumala ku
We spend a
Facebook.
lot of time on Facebook.
Omuntu agamba nagenda ku lusozi
Somebody says I went on a mountain,
naye nga tava ku Facebook.
but they are not living
Buli wogenda
Facebook.
osanga ka green.
Every time you go on Facebook, they're
Ogamba ne
online.
kati ono asaba
You
ddi.
ask yourself, when do they pray?
Ali ku Facebook.
Yeah.
Yava ku mmwe baalaba.
He left you who is seeing,
Yadda kuba Facebook.
and now he's on the
Ko
people of
so
Facebook.
yasiiba ffe.
So he fasted us.
Baalabako physically.
Him who,
Naye social ali atasiibye.
But he's more like one who is not fasting.
Ali kuba Facebook naba Instagram naba TikTok.
He's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Genda okulaba ataddeyo akantu ng'azina n'ogamba n'ali ku lusozi ate yagazina
You
ddigano.
find him uploading a video dancing and you say, hey brother on the mountain.
Ye ng'agamba ndi mu kunoonya Mukama.
And they're saying they're seeking God.
Abooluganda omulembe gwaffe muzibu.
Our generation is very hard.
Gulimu obukuusa bungi.
There's a lot of hypocrisy.
Kye tulaga si kye tuli.
What we show is not what we
Kungulu
are.
wano tulaga tulyagala Mukama.
Here we show that we love God.
Era bwe tubeera eri bakabona.
And when we are before the
Ennimi
priests,
tezituva ku
we are
mumwa.
always in tongues. Sakabalanta.
Omuntu ajja n'okubuuza.
Someone comes even to greet.
Mukama yeebazibwe
Hey,
owooluganda.
praise the Lord, brethren. Sheketele pataka.
Amen.
Ribababo sheke. Amen.
Era abamu tetukyabamalirako
And we
budde.
don't even waste time on so many
Kuba
people.
mwefuula buli kaseera abali mwoyo.
Because every time you pretend you're in the
Naye
spirit,
ebiseera bituuse.
the time has come.
Katonda agenda bikkula
God
obuziina.
is going to open those.
Return to God now.
He's going to open.
Kye kiseera tukomewo eri
It's
Katonda.
a time for us to return to God.
Obwenzi bulidde abavubuka.
Fornication has eaten up the young men.
Bw'oba oyagala okumanya musumba.
If you want to know,
Sanga
pastor,
omuvubuka wano ng'ayogera n'omuwala.
find a young man here talking to
Baba
a girl.
bakutte mu nsawo bati.
They're always pocketing like
Buli
this.
kaseera balowooza byakwegadanga.
Every time they are thinking about sex.
Abooluganda bwe tuteetereeze.
If we do not put
Tugenda
ourselves right,
kujja wano
brethren,
omwoyo atusikeyo.
we are going to come here and the Spirit will pull us out.
Ojje katuuti wano.
You come here on the pulpit
Nga mwoyo yakuleese.
and the Spirit will have brought you here.
Otandika oyita sisita gw'obadde obikola
And
naye.
you call the sister with whom you have been sleeping.
Ogambe sisita gw'abadde anteeka mu
And you
bino.
say, sister, you are the one who has been putting me
Sisita
to this.
nkukyayidde katuuti
Sister,
ng'ensi
I'm
eraba.
forsaking you here on the
Empale
pulpit.
yange gye naleka eyo ojja gireeta ku kyaki.
Bring my jacket at the church, the one that I left there.
Abooluganda tuyingidde
We
ebiro.
have come to a place,
In
brethren.
righteousness we should be established.
Ubutuukirivu mwe tunayima
In
okunywesebwa.
righteousness
Ubutuukirivu
we should be established.
tugenda okuyima
I said
okunywesebwa.
in
Nandye
righteousness
mu butuukirivu
you should be established.
tugenda okunywesebwa.
Ng'abantu tebakuba ngalo. In righteousness
Mu butuukirivu
you should be established.
mwe tugenda okunywesebwa.
Sin,
Ekibi
drains the power out of you. Drains the power of God out of you.
kikuggyamu amaanyi.
Every time you sin,
Buli lw'oyonoona
you're losing the power of God.
amaanyi ga Katonda gaba
Kati mwe
gakuvaako.
abafuuse ba profesa mu bwenzi.
So we who have become professors in fornication and adultery.
Kati mwe kyova olaba n'ekiyenje bwe kijja mu nju yo okubira musumba. Sumba naloose ekiyenje.
Pastor, he dreamt of a cockroach.
Abooluganda,
Brethren,
nze nayingidde mu biro.
I've come to a place.
Bw'oba oyagala otambula ne Mukama,
If you want to walk with the road,
tutambule.
let us walk.
Bw'oba toli mukwano gwa
If
Yesu,
you are not a friend of Jesus,
amakubo tugaawule.
let us part ways.
Gweyita eri,
You go the other
nze
side,
kampite
I'll
eno.
go this side.
Abooluganda,
Brethren,
navudde mu compromisinga.
I am no longer compromising.
Awo navuddewo.
I've left that place.
Manyi owooluganda.
I know a brethren.
Mukadde mu kkanisa emu.
They are an elder in a certain
Yajja
church.
nsabe musabireko.
They came for me to pray with
Nagamba
them.
alina issues mu
Said
bufumbo.
they had problem, a big
Aleeta
organization.
ekiweebwayo eky'ekkumi
They
ky'amaanyi.
bring a big tithe.
Abooluganda,
Brethren,
kanjogere ku lw'ekkanisa.
let me speak to the church.
Nga Kawempe Worship Center.
As Kawempe Worship Center,
Oba totuwa kimu kya kkumi kyo.
if you are not tithing here,
Oba tokituwa,
if you don't give us,
kitwale.
take it
Naye
please.
mu butuukirivu,
But in
bwe tugenda
righteousness,
oyima
we are
onywezebwa.
going to be established.
Tetugenda
We're
compromisinga.
not going to compromise.
Ensonga lwaki tetulina butebe bwa njawulo wano.
The reason as why we don't
Buli
see
omu.
is because we are all equal.
Amakanisa agamu abamu gye muva.
Some churches where some of you come,
Wano waliwo butebe.
there are some chairs here.
Obwebakamu ne bukunyonyoogera emabega.
You sit in them and they begin tickling you.
Era
behind.
bw'ogyanogaanye bano tesiba amafuta.
If you come here, you say these ones are not
Tebalina
anointed.
ntebe ya musumba ennene.
They don't have a big chair for the pastor.
Era wavaawo n'otugamba tuli bannabbi ba bulimba.
You even say that we are false prophets.
Ky'otamanyi nti gy'oli ye bannabbi
What you do
b'obulimba.
not know is that where you are is where the false prophets are.
Abooluganda,
Brethren,
nze nina obujulizi.
I have a testimony.
Nina abasajja bemanyi aba Mukama.
There are men of God that I know.
Balinga basatu.
About 3 of them
abakulembera amakanisa
that lead churches.
naye omu gwe mmanyi
But one of them I know
ye pastor kasozi
is Pastor Kasozi.
atukulembera kati.
He leads us here.
This man loves God.
Sajja ono ayagala
I'm
Katonda.
telling you, I'm not saying this because he's here.
Sikyogera lwakuba
I
waali.
would say this even when I'm in another country where he's known.
Ne we nandibadde awantu wonna watali nalikyogedde.
Mzee Robert loves God.
Sumba Kasozi ayagala Mukama.
He loves God.
Ayagala Mukama.
He loves God.
Ayagala Mukama.
Abasumba nga banoonya sente.
Pastors seek money.
Ddala omusumba nga kyaliko kyakuweereza kyokka.
Also when pastors are on
They discuss money.
boogera sente.
How can you come to see man of God
Ojja otya okulaba musajja wa Katonda.
and you come with only 20,000?
Ojja na mitwalo ebiri.
One time I went to say, big man of God in town.
Lumu nagenda okulaba musajja wa Katonda omunene mu kibuga awo.
So some people had just come out of his office.
Abantu abamu bali bakava mu ofiisi ye.
He said,
N'agamba,
people are not serious.
abantu tebali serious.
How can you come to see me?
Ojja otya okundaba?
The office in the middle of the city,
Ofiisi eri masekati
and you
g'ekibuga.
bring 100,000.
N'oleeta emitwalo 10.
I looked at the people who came with 100,000.
Natunuulira abantu abali bazze n'emitwalo
They
10.
must have given their best.
Weewaawo baali bawaddeyo
But
ekisingayo.
the eyes are not on God.
Naye amaaso tegali
The eyes of
Katonda.
men of so-called men of God are on money.
Amaaso g'abasajja abayitibwa basajja ba Katonda gali ku ssente.
Nze neebaza Katonda
I thank God.
nti mu biro bwe biti
And in such times as
omusumba
this,
wange
my pastor
ye musumba Kasozi
is
Robert.
Pastor Kasozi Robert.
I don't believe
Sikkiriza
in this fast
mu kisiibo kino
I have done
tinkoze.
if musumba nga teyali ku bya Mukama.
If pastor was not about God,
I don't think I would have stayed.
sikkiriza nti naalisigaddewo wano.
Ago go mazima gange
That's my truth.
ku revelation ze nfunye ku Mukama
Of the revelations I've got of God,
naali paakinzeemu bwange
I would have packed my stuff
ne nnoonya awali Katonda.
and looked where there is
But
God.
the more I've gotten deeper,
Naye gye neeyongedde okugenda
the
ebuzibu,
more I've found this man is already there in the deepness.
gye ŋŋenza okukitegeera nti ye ate ali eyo mu
The
buziba.
more I've found him there.
Gye nkomye omusanga eyo mu buziba.
Whoever is here,
Buli ali wano
I know
manyi
the grace the Lord has put on my life,
ekisa Katonda kyatadde ku bulamu
it
bwange
will not happen to anyone.
si kyekiri ku buli omu,
It's so unique.
kya njawulo.
I want to tell you,
Naye njagala okugamba
Pastor Robert Kasozi,
Sumba Robert Kasozi,
this man loves God.
musajja ono ayagala Katonda,
This man loves God.
ayagala Katonda,
He loves God.
ayagala Katonda.
You see, in a time like this,
Mu biseera ebiringa bino
you evaluate every statement you have ever had with that person.
ogenda ng'otunuulira buli mboozi gye mubadde n'omuntu oyo.
And I've come to understand
Era ngenza okutegeera
this man
musajja ono
is after God is on heart.
agoba mutima gwa Katonda.
And I have that confidence. I have that confidence.
Era nina obuvumu
He will lead us
ajja tukulembera
into this revival.
okututwala mu revive eno.
Bw'aba ayogera takaka bintu bye.
When he's speaking, he's so calm.
Tabikaka.
He does not force his speech.
Okay, guno omwaka gwakandudde ku ddoboozi.
Maybe this year he has risen his voice,
Naye ayogera ng'asaaga bulijjo.
but usually he speaks jokingly.
But he's a prophet of God.
Naye nabbi wa Katonda,
The prophet of God.
nabbi wa Katonda.
So I'd like to ask whoever is here,
Kati njagala okusaba buli kino omwali wano.
olina obuntu mu mutima gwo.
You have things in your heart.
Kanisa yankola kino.
Church did this to me.
The problem is not the church.
Ekizibu si kanisa.
The problem is you.
Gwe kizibu.
The problem is you.
Gwe kizibu.
Some people got so annoyed. They left here. I don't know why.
Abantu abamu banyiiga ne bava wano simanyi lwaki.
They went to Pastor Bujingo's church.
Ne bagenda ewa Bugingo.
I don't know whether they are going to come back
Simanyi oba banaakomawo
or they will keep there.
oba banaasigalayo.
And you know the reason?
Naye manyi ensonga lwaki.
Oyo musumba tatuwa mmere.
That pastor does not give us food.
Ani yabagamba?
Who told you
Ti ono musumba alina bawa mmere.
that pastor must give you food?
Bwe yaliwo yatuwanga emmere.
The one who was here used to give us food.
When we are mobilizing people for 12 hours of prayer,
Bwe mba nteekateeka abantu ku 12 hours of prayer,
bwe tuba tuyiteeyo nga tukunga abantu,
As we pass through the village calling people,
abantu batugamba
people say,
ekkanisa yatutama.
we are fed up of that church.
Omusumba eyaliwo yatuwanga emmere.
The first pastor there used to give us food,
Oyo musumba tatuwa mmere.
and that pastor does not give us
Ate
food
mulaba
anymore.
omuntu ayogera mukulu.
And you look at that person, they are old enough,
Ate ng'omulaba ng'omugezi.
and you think they are wise.
If we want to see God,
Tuba twagala okulaba Katonda,
eyo tuveeyo.
we should leave those things.
Eyo tuveeyo.
We should leave those things.
Tunoonye Katonda wa Kasozi.
Seek the God of Kasozi.
It will be very unfortunate
Kijja kuba kibi nnyo ddala
for the move of God
okutambula kwa Katonda
to be hosted in this place,
singa kubeera mu kifo kino,
to the extent that this place becomes too small.
ne kukyazibwa mu kifo kino okutuuka ku ssa nti ekifo kino kitini ddala.
Naye ng'abantu abajja okunywa,
But the people who come to drink,
they are coming from far places.
nga bava mu bifo ebyawala,
They are flying in.
nga babuuka okujja wano,
Ng'abali wano,
and the people here,
nga baneighbor,
the neighbors,
nga bali awo bali mu kwekwatakwata kwemulugunya.
and they're just there grumbling.
Nze ndowooza kati musumba twetaaga ne microphone n'emizindalo gino nga gikuba wonna wonna mu saaviisi zaffe nga bino byonna babiwulira bulungi.
We should get speakers, put them outside so that people should hear all these things.
Before I used to think
Mu kusooka nali nga ndowooza
olina okweguya abantu okujja.
nti you have to plead for people to come.
Now I've come to understand
Naye ntegedde kaakano,
abantu Katonda abaleeta.
it is God that brings people.
Abajja wano Katonda y'abaleeta.
Those who come here, it is God that brings them.
Hallelujah.
Amina.
Era kati ab'oku kitundu abaliwo wano bayomba emabega eyo.
And now people are busy quarreling behind there.
Ono yetusiibidde tukalakata. Abooluganda,
Brethren,
anti kati eyo revival.
that is the revival.
Revival byogerwanga weebiri.
The revival, you just speak things the way they are.
Temwalabye Sister Judith babiri bwe yeenenya.
You saw Sister Judith Babiri repenting.
Neesunga ab'omu kyaki muno.
I'm anxious and expectant for people in this church.
Ababadde baseranga ekkanisa eno mujje mugambe nze bantumako ngisere.
You who have been bewitching this church, please come and tell us that you had been hired to bewitch the church.
Let's stand.
Tuyimirire ku bigere byaffe.
Let's stand.
Tuyimirire.
We are in the season of the transfer of wealth.
Tuli mu biseera eby'okuwanyisibwa kw'obugagga.
Abantu bagenda kuva wano
People are going to leave this place
bafuuke bagagga bazibu.
and they become very rich.
One thing I've been noticing
Kimu kyenzudde
since Musumba Robert came here,
okuva Musumba Robert we yajja,
there are things you've been saying, Musumba, the Lord spoke to you.
waliwo
When you
ebintu-
are in Masulita,
waliwo ebintu byobadde ng'oyogera Musumba Mukama bye yayogera nawe ng'oli Masuuliita.
era byonna bize bituukirira.
Most of them have been coming to pass.
Era one time waliwo akajja n'oŋŋamba
And one time you had just come and you told me
Mukama yakulaga
that the Lord showed you
ng'osumba abavubuka
you were pastoring young people
naye nga bava mu kyaki bagenda mu mawanga okubuulira.
and they were leaving the church going to the nations to preach.
N'ogamba ekyo nga tomanyi bwe kiribeera.
And you didn't know how it would happen.
We wakiŋŋambira
By the time you told me,
nali sinnafulumako wantu wonna.
I had never flown anywhere.
Ne wayitawo emyaka ng'ebiri
After about 2 years,
ne nfuna opportunity ne ŋŋenda e UK for the gospel.
I got an opportunity to go to the UK olw'okubuulira enjiri.
That's one of the few many things you have shared.
Ekyo ekimu ku bintu ebitono by'ogabanye naffe.
Naye byonna nze mbinotisinze.
But I've been noticing all of them.
Byonna by'ozooyogera
All of the things
bituukiridde.
all the things
Naawe
that you have-
obimanyi wabitiikinga.
all of the things that you have been speaking have come to pass. You also know, and you have been taking them.
Era mmanyi Katonda bwe yakugamba abantu b'olisumba.
And I know that when God told you the people you pastor,
Teyaga nti ogenda sumba ng'ekkanisa ejjudde abanaku.
He did not tell you that you pastor miserable people.
Yakulaga middle class.
He showed you middle class.
Kati middle class ennyumba ze basulamu ekitono 7,600.
The middle class, the least they can pay for their rent is
Abaakakadde eyo middle
600,
class.
That's middle class.
Get ready.
Mwetegeke.
Get ready.
Mwetegeke.
In a little while.
Mukasera katini.
Katonda agenda kunyeenya.
God is going to shake.
Omunafu muffe.
The weakest among us.
Omwavu muffe.
The poorest among us.
Asule mu nyumba ya mitwalo 7.
Shall pay 700,000
Get
for
ready before the end of this year.
Omwaka guno tegunaggwako.
Someone is going to have a miracle.
Omuntu agenda afuna ekyamagero.
Bw'anaakyogera bajja kulowooza it's a forged miracle.
That if he will speak it, they will think he's a forged
Get
one.
ready for the next 3 years.
Wetegeke mu myaka 3
There is going to be appointments in this
wagenda
place.
kubeerawo appointment mu kifo
I'm
kino.
talking about national appointments.
Jogera ku appointment
The
ez'eggwanga.
people who shall be appointed
Abantu abagenda okulondebwa
shall be in the news, says the Lord.
bajja kubeera mu mawulire bw'agamba Mukama.
They'll read about them.
Bajja kubasomako.
I saw this.
Nakirabye.
I saw this.
Nakirabye.
Mukama yandaze.
The Lord showed me
Awabadde shame.
where there's been shame.
The last time we are in, Yesu akwagala was in the media, it was negative.
Omulundi ogwasembayo Yesu akwagala we yali mu mpapula z'amawulire kyali kibi.
Get ready for double honor.
Naye mwetegeke olw'ekitiibwa eky'emigabo ebiri.
Get ready for double honor.
Mwetegeke olw'ekitiibwa eky'emigabo ebiri.
Get ready for double honor.
Mwetegeke olw'ekitiibwa eky'emigabo ebiri.
The Lord reminded me actually this morning.
Mukama yanzijukizza enkya ya leero.
At the beginning of 2018,
Ku ntandikwa ya 2018
I gave a prophecy that Billy Graham was going to die
nawo
that year.
obunnabbi nti Billy Graham yali agenda kufa omwaka ogwo.
Nembaga nti Billy Graham bw'anaafa,
And I told you that when Billy
it's
Graham
going
died,
to spark a move of God.
kigenda kutandika okutambula kw'omwoyo wa Katonda.
I didn't know when the move of God was going to happen.
Nze ga simanyi na ddi okutambula kwegenda
But
okutandika.
I remembered it very well.
Naye nanjukidde bulungi ddala.
Mukama n'akindaga
The
bulungi.
Lord showed me this clearly.
2019,
2019
then Pastor Benin gives a prophecy of a revival.
Pastor Benny naawe obunnabbi obwa revival.
Obwali bujja ye yali specific 2022.
And he was so specific with 2022.
Let me stand in the same office.
Kanjibire mu office.
I make this prophecy.
Njogera obunnabbi buno.
Let me make this prophecy.
Kanyongere obunnabbi buno.
Because I hear the Lord is saying,
Kuba mpulira Mukama agamba.
this church Kawempe Worship Center,
Ene kanisa Kawempe Worship Center.
in the churches of Yesu
Mu
akwagala,
makanisa ga Yesu akwagala.
egenda kusituka nnyo,
It is going to rise so high.
n'abantu baayo bagenda situka
And the
nnyo,
people in this church are going to rise
ate
so high.
bagenda situka ku
And
supiidi.
they're going to rise at a very fast
I
pace.
see in the realm of the
Ndaba
spirit.
mu nsa y'omwoyo.
I see the realm of the
Ndaba
spirit.
mu nsa y'omwoyo.
Ndaba nga Katonda asitudde Kawempe
I
Worship
see God
Center.
elevating Kawempe Worship Center.
Yes, waliwo headquarters.
There is headquarters.
But I see Kawempe
But naye ndaba Kawempe.
in the spiritual realm.
Mu nsa y'omwoyo.
It appears like it's the headquarters.
Eringa nga ye headquarter.
I see things.
Ndaba ebintu.
I see things happening in this place
Ebintu bigenda kubeera mu kifo
in an
kino.
accelerated
Ku
speed.
speed ey'ekika kya
Ndaba
waggulu.
omwoyo w'obukya ng'ayimuka.
I see
Ndaba omwoyo w'obukya ng'ayimuka.
I see the spirit of jealousy arising
Olw'ekyo Katonda ky'akola.
because of what God is doing.
Ndaba nga gye kiggweera.
And I see that at the end
Nga
thereof,
mwoyo w'obukya babadde asitukiddemu.
on those people with whom the spirit of
Ng'ate
jealousy
bonna
has come,
basalendalinze.
they will all
Nga
surrender.
bagamba ekibadde
They
kitulondoola
will say whatever has been pursuing us
kibadde kikyamu.
was wrong.
I hear the abundance of rain.
Mpulira enkuba omuyika
I hear
gw'enkuba.
the abundance of rain.
Omuyika gw'enkuba.
I hear the abundance of
Mpulira
rain.
omuyika gw'enkuba.
I hear the abundance of rain.
Mpulira omuyika
I
gw'enkuba.
hear the abundance of
Mpulira
rain.
omuyika gw'enkuba.
I see destiny helpers.
Ndaba abayambi
I see
b'amagenda.
destiny
Ndaba
helpers.
abayambi
I see
b'amagenda.
them flying in.
Ndaba nga bagigwajja.
I see them flying in.
Ndaba nga babuuka okuyingira
I see
eggwanga.
them coming straight
Ndaba nga
here.
bajja wano.
I see them coming straight
Ndaba
here.
nga bajja wano
I
wennyini.
see them coming straight here.
Ndaba nga bajja wano wennyini. Shekelepa. Rebro Sunday. Siblatakata. Shetele prohosaka. Rebro seketelepa. Shiblatakara.
Friend tongues, friend tongues.
Shandele prohosekete.
Kino kankigambe musumba si kya muzindaalo, but pray in tongues.
Shabarata la
Pray in tongues.
Rekesiana. Shibleteke rebrohosa balande. Ramaseke lebroza dalamaka. Sharababa baba sekele baba. Oh majeke lembrohosilande. Inda broseke lilambrota la baba. Shibletaka rabahasi enelepa. Umajeke lembrosendelepa. Ramasekeri andere baba. Robosekere baba. O shata la baranda la baba. Shaka baranda la balanda la baba. Yakarabasi endeleba. Shata la baba. Mandeli brohose kateleba. Ramasekele baba. Jiblata karaba baba. O majekele baranda la baba. O rabalanda la balaba shikara baba. Shanda la balabala katalapa. Rabalata la balaba sakala baba. Rabajaka la balanda la baba. Inda rabazi eleba kandele baba. Shanda la brohose balanda la pa. Rima sakayanda baba. Manere brozakara baba.
Pray in the heaven language. Pray in the heaven language.
Ramasekere baba.
Pray in the heaven language.
Shadara baba.
Pray in the heaven language.
Shatala bala.
Pray in the heaven language.
O majakara.
Pray in the heaven language.
Rabasakara baba.
Oh,
Shanda
the atmosphere of the prophetic. Atmosphere of the prophetic. Atmosphere of the prophetic. Atmosphere of the prophetic. Rikati prota katata. Maroda kateta. Ziprote kata. Yes. Yes. What do you want abantu?
There are people here.
Ekirabo ky'obunnabbi.
The gift of the prophetic had died in you. I see God reviving that gift. He's reviving that gift. He's reviving that gift. He's reviving it. He's reviving it.
Pray in the Holy Ghost. Pray in the Holy Ghost. Pray in the Holy Ghost. Pray. 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 Ribrota. Shikatata. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Batakata.
Yes.
Ikatalapa.
Yes.
Rekoseteleba.
Yes.
Sikabreta.
Yes.
Mashakaraba.
Yes.
Ikabrata. Rekosi anderebere. Roko shakarababa. Ina brezeketelebo. Robo seketelebaba. Mashekele baba. Rabazekele anderebo. Robo sakarababa. Makaranda lebere.
Child of God, pray. Pray. I see angels. 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 Rikata pra. Rakatata. Rodebrata. Basata. Mandodata. Reketeta. Yarada. Yarababa. Mambreta. Pray. Tewesasira saba.
Don't beat upon yourself, pray.
Tewesasira.
Squeeze of beating.
Saba.
Pray.
Saba.
Pray. Shaka baba.
Saba.
Seke telepata.
Saba.
Imra seke. Shabala telepa. Rokose
telepa.
Ramasete. Yabrekete.
Yes.
Ramasita.
Yes.
Yanderebosa.
Yes.
Rekosete.
Yes.
Yanderebosa.
Yes.
Maneri prosa. Rabashekete. Roboseke telebaba.
Engalo ya mukama ekomeko engalo ya mukama ekomeko engalo ya mukama engalo ya mukama saba 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 ayayaya ayayaya abange ndaba bamalayika abange ndaba bamalayika abange ndaba omuka gwokubawo kwe ndaba omuka gwokubawo. Pray.
Robo shakara baba. Rakasetere. Mashikara baba.
Pray.
Omuka.
Double muka.
I see the smoke.
Double muka.
I see the smoke.
Of
His presence.
Double muka.
I see the smoke.
Double muka.
I see the smoke.
Double muka.
I see the smoke.
Pray.
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 Shandarabo.
Pray.
Hakaraba.
Pray.
Sheteleba.
Pray.
Ramasete. Oh Rabasekete.
Mareka tota brata mazata data yoredo data maprete kata yulado data maprete keta yolalala yereta yorata
Yannerebo sitala baba shekere baba baba mandori prosekete
saba
shatala bakata riprosekete baba manderi prosekete robosikana baba
pray
shekete
wali waruchi warugure wali waroche warugure wali waroche warugure wali waroche warugure wali waroche warugure saba 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 pray yaraka maprata pray ayaya yekwe mukama gwe alianonya yekwe
Majekere baba. Oh Ramasekere baba. Ribrozeketele baba.
Pray.
Majukara baba.
Pray.
Ribrozakata.
Pray.
Obakatayanda. Rikosetele baba. Obakasetele baba. Makarandele baba. Obajakara baba. Yakara baba.
Yes.
Obakatayanda.
Yes.
Obarandele baba.
Yes.
Ikara baba.
Yes.
Ramaseketele.
Yes.
Mazukatayande. Male brataya. Male sutaya. Ikara baba.
Saba.
Jandele baba.
Saba.
Makarele.
Saba.
Obarandele.
Saba.
Sandala baba.
Saba.
Yakara baba.
Makatata.
Makayandele.
Rabrata.
Makara baba.
Mazeta.
Sandala baba.
Matoda.
Yakara baba.
Librata.
Yaraka.
Yaraka. Librata. Meme yange. Tendereza mukama. Eya. 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 Mukama. Tambura. Bakatega. Tambura. Dwarero. Tambura. 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 Waliwo. Banabibo. Babebaka. Mukama. Zokeza. Sebo. 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 Yarata. Bekata. Mandoda. Leprata. Yereda. 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 Lepratata. Lipratakata. Liprakatata. Zitolebala.
Makarandere Obaratakata Riproteketa Ekaramata
Saba.
Sutalabata
Saba.
Ribrozanderebo
10 minutes of prayer. Saba.
Sakarababa Rebosikarababa
10 minutes.
Manderebosa
Pray.
Manderi Protaya Recosianderebo Obarandere Shaka Brodasa Recosianderebo Majakarababa Intakababa
Saba. Yeah. Pray.
Talababa
Pray.
Yakarababa Shetelekete
Yeah.
Ramasekete
Yeah.
Ramaseketeleba Jabletekete Omaseketelepa Ramamama Shatalakata Rakatakata Rakasata
Pray.
Ramasakata Sakatakata Ramaseteleba
Mandodata. Rakatota. Ziprota. Mandadata. Yarodeda. Yaredada. Yaredada. Orikatonda. Ayanokuza. Omuliro. Omuliro. Yanokuza. Omuliro. Yanokuza. Omuliro. Twambaze. Omuliro. Tojoze. Omuliro. Tojoze. Omuliro. Saba. Saba. Saba.
Muniro Mukama Shakara Baba Ramasakara Baba Yanara Baba
Saba.
Jablaka
Saba.
Ramasek
Waliwetsa. 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 Chitonya. Kekuba. Waliwetsa. Chitonya. Kekuba. Waliwetsa. Chitonya. Kekuba. Waliwetsa. Chisasira. Saba. 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 Saba.
Ramasekete Rakasetereba Dakarababa somebody pressing Ramasetereba Ikarababa Zibletekete Obarakata Yande Manderi Prosaka Indarebosete Manderebosita Makarababa
Saba.
Jakarababa
Saba.
Jakarababa
Waliwo musajja. Waliwo omuntu. Waliwo omuntu. Gwendaba.
I see
Obadde
you
osaba.
have been praying
Ebbanga ddene.
for a long time.
G'okabira Mukama.
You're trying to come.
G'ogamba Mukama.
You're saying, God,
Tambula.
move.
Mukama.
Lord,
Kozesa.
use me.
Mu revival.
I need this.
Waliwo omuntu.
There is a person.
Waliwo omuntu.
There is a person.
Nkulaba.
I see you.
Mu kasenge.
In your room.
Gw'osaba.
Praying.
G'ogamba.
You are saying,
Mukama.
God,
Revival.
revival.
Mukama.
You go.
Revival.
Revival.
Ndaba eggolo.
Oh, God.
Ndaba eggolo.
Oh,